G'day guys, we're live back here from City Beach in Perth, Western Australia. I'm here with Body Logic Director Peter O'Sullivan. Now Pete, I heard that you've had a bit of an injury over the last few weeks. Can you tell us about that and some of the lessons I guess you learned from that?
Well, I was lucky to be skiing about 3 weeks ago and took a big fall and found I couldn't lift my arm. It was very painful. I thought I'd fractured it, so I went and got an X-ray and it didn't show up. So I just trooped on, did another 8 days skiing, went back to work, mowed the lawn, went for a bike ride, and then 3 weeks later I was like, it was a hell of a pain. Still couldn't lift my arm. I had a lot of loss of power, and my wife booked me in for a scan, check it out, and I fractured the greater tuberosity, which was the insertion of the cuff, and it made sense why I had no power. Yeah. So interesting experience for me, because I suppose it's reinforced a few different things. Number one, that traumatic injuries, traumatic events can cause tissue injury, and there is a time to back off. Yeah. So, I'd just gone, no injury, right, get on with it, and it clearly didn't help. There was a lot of edema, subacromial bursitis, the whole thing, and I think that was just a response to me just carrying on. Mm-hmm. The second thing was that I'd had a lot. Once I got a diagnosis, there was all this doom and gloom. Like, you need to have your arm in a sling. These things can end up with adhesive capsulitis, etc. And I've just kept on going. So I've got full range of movement. Yeah. I'm just avoiding active flexion of the arm. Yep. But I'm working, exercising every day, positive outlook, and I'm going to be good in another couple of weeks, I reckon, to start active flexion and loading of the arm.
Yeah, of course.
So I think that positive outlook, inoculate yourself against negative health information. Yeah. I think is part of that deal. Yep. And the importance of backing off when you have had tissue injury, to let tissue heal. Yep. I think is the other one. Sometimes we, this idea of ignore pain, it's in your brain. Well, clearly there was a message coming from the tissue to say there's a reason not to be doing that. Yeah, of course. And that's probably a good idea to back off. I think the last thing is empathy. It's having pain in the shoulder, and I've had a number of injuries in the past, but actually incredibly hard to sleep. So every time I'd roll over, I'd wake up, and just being chronically sleep deprived is kind of exhausting. Yeah. So I think it's been really good from an empathy point of view as well. And look, this is no means a chronic problem. This is an acute event that I know is going to get better. So that's very different to the difficulty that people would have who've got chronic pain. Has also made me reflect that to live with pain on an ongoing basis is exhausting. It occupies a lot of your mind. Yeah. It's harder to concentrate. And so those lessons have been really helpful, I think, for me working with people with pain. Yeah, of course.
And have you got any other tips for people that are suffering in pain right now?
Look, I think pain, as I said, there's this tussle in your mind where it wants to grab your attention all the time. And I think engaging in valued activities, staying socially connected, we're out here on a beautiful day doing the fun run. I'm doing the fun walk. It's a bit hard to actively flex the arm. Try and engage with normal patterns of movement. Those are the things that I think that we know are really important to not allow pain to kind of take a grab on our emotional life, our social life, our work life, our physical life, so that we can, kind of inoculate ourselves against the kind of profound negative impact that pain can have on us.
Yeah, of course. Awesome. Thanks so much for your time, Pete. We'll be checking in throughout the day again. We're chatting to Chris Perkins, the event founder, in not too long. And also we'll probably check back in to see how we go after the 5K walk. I'm doing the 3K run. Great to chat to you, Pete.
Good on you. Thanks
for that, guys. Cheers guys.